Well, as you can see for yourself, this place is looking pretty spick and span. And my mom come in today so she could help clean up the place. Needless to say, I'm not exactly a very tidy person, and so when it comes to getting my place clean, I need a little help sometimes, unfortunately. I get so preoccupied with playing with computers and playing with the internets that I sometimes forget to clean my place. But this is how big the place can look and how spacious it can be when when you actually get it properly cleaned, you know. So howdy peeps, how's it going? Good to see y'all. Sorry for not posting a video in such a long time. I've just been preoccupied and just somewhat procrastinating putting up this video. Just wanted to make a couple of general announcements. First of all, within regards to the Matthew Martin's trial. The two people that were charged with the murder of Matthew have both been successfully prosecuted and are both facing life sentences, with the guy who actually did the murder expected expect to get parole in 17 years, while the lady will receive parole in about 10, although it's been recently reported in a newspaper that she might actually get out of jail in 10 years, but we're hoping that she will not get that and will in fact receive her full life sentence, which is about 25 years. So that's really good news, because that's like really good news for the Toner family. We're all very happy for them. And so I also wanted to announce that I got my purple belt in a martial arts class. So I actually did the grading for it like last week, and I did okay. I did all my stances fairly well, and I did my katas very well, but I didn't do the counters very well at all. In fact, counters are a very weak point for me, because that requires working with someone else, and it requires being able to coordinate with other people. It's just hard for me to do. I also wanted to mention that I also got a new video editing program. It's actually a demo program of a demo video program, and it's called a Media Studio Pro 8.0, and it's kind of cool because it not only allows for picture-in-picture, but it can also allow for picture-in-picture. In fact, you can stack like 7 things on top of each other if you wanted to. And so you could like stack pictures on top of video, or just stack video on top of video, you know. It has like 7 layers that you can work with, and so you can just do all sorts of things with that. I just have to figure it all out, but mainly trying to figure out how to properly output a video so it's small enough that I can upload it to YouTube. As for things that I've been doing for the past couple weeks or so, or just things that I've been doing, one of the first things I recently did was I recently got back into EVE Online. That's massively multiplayer spaceship shooting type game, where you fly around in a spaceship and you can basically either shoot up like computer controlled, or shoot up NPC rats, as they're called, little NPC spaceships, or you can go after actual players and just get involved in some of the player versus player aspect of it. Or you could be one of the people working in the background in the economic aspect of the game, actually building ships and building ammunition and stuff. It's a fairly extensive game. It's fairly unique in terms of how you sort of gain levels, so to speak. You don't really gain levels so much as you gain skill points, and you gain skills by basically buying them, and just the type of skills that you have determines the type of character that you are. And so There's like and there isn't like any like classes either. You just are whatever your skills are. So it's a good game. It's fun, and it's a very different experience from a lot of the massively multiplayer online games. And for those who love player versus player, it's also good for that. I also joined Facebook.com, which is sort of a hybrid site mixing like blogging and pictures and people all together. And I actually just I have uploaded a bunch of pictures. I linked couple of my favorite YouTube videos of my YouTube videos onto my page, and just got a couple of my older blogs fed through there, and I got a couple of friends on there right now too. Most of whom I have met before. Many are from either. Well, one of them is currently a member of my martial arts class, but there's 2 or 3 others there that were former members. And I've all met them in person before. They're great. They're pretty cool people, and it's a pretty interesting site. I'm hoping to partake in some of the social events that they have listed up there. I also joined a website called YouTube Chat, which is sort of a forums for the YouTube community. And I'm not exactly sure why YouTube doesn't have its own forums, but it's kind of nice to be able to go to a forum that's specifically for YouTube. And so far, this site that I found was basically the closest to an official site that I could find. Couple things coming up next month. First being, of course, Mother's Day. I promised my mom that, or I didn't promise her technically, her directly. I promised my dad that I was going to make her some Rice Krispie squares for her for Mother's Day. You know, just as a gift for her. So it's sort of just so I don't have to buy like an actual gift. I can just give her Rice Krispie squares. And, you know, he seemed to think that she'd really like that, and I think I'd be more than glad to make it for her. But also coming up is my trial for my violation ticket. So I'll be having to take a half a day away from work just to go to court and tell them that I didn't deliberately try and scam on the SkyTrain. And this was something that occurred like back in October of last year, and it's taken them this long to process it and to send me to court. So I'll be in court that day. So that's going to be a pain in the ass. So also, I just wanted to mention quickly, Braiders88 posted his first vlog ever on his account. So if you guys want to see his vlog, be sure to visit his page. You just want to see if you want to see what he looks like and what he's like. Seems like a nice guy, and I hope that he does more videos or more vlogs. But he also posted a Mortal Kombat video up there, which is kind of cool. So, anyways, I think that's about it for now. If I think of anything else to say, I will definitely say it. But feel free to drop by my Facebook, and yeah, I'll chat with you guys later. So have a good day and have a good week. Bye. Hi guys, just thought I'd show this to you. This is my new battery recharger in action. It has the ability to recharge batteries in 15 minutes or less. You actually have to, first of all, slot the batteries in and then plug it in. And then it basically proceeds to recharge the batteries. Typically with rechargers, you typically already have it plugged in. But for this one, you basically have to slot them in, then plug them in. But, you know, batteries in 15 minutes. And as you can hear, it has a little fan going on it, which is kind of interesting. I guess the fan is used to keep the batteries cool or something while it's charging the batteries. Not exactly sure, but it's kind of a nice thing to have, you know, just in case.